Alrighty, let's begin. The adventure, an adventurous ambition. Ah, well, if it isn't adventurer friend Drac'to, it could only be a blessing for the navigator that we can meet again here and now. You see, I have been struggling to find inspiration for a new song to perform the rising. I have a mind to speak with the locals for their tales, for which I could use your able assistance. Might you be willing to accompany me? I am truly grateful. During the rising, we remember those we have lost in the calamity. Even as we turn our attention to a brighter future, it is my hope to hear a tale that is inspiration, that inspires one and all to look forward. Now then, there is no better place for talk in Limsa Luminsa than the drowning wench. Let us find or seek out the barkeep, Balderon, and see if he has aught of interest to share. Oh, not here. Come on, that's the harm? What's the harm? He's get yourself geared, that's the harm. I ain't letting one so young sign up. Why do ye want to become an adventurer so badly anyways? Aren't ya? That's... Aren't ya? There's this place I need to go to. The problem is, Yellow Jackets won't let a child leave the city alone. But if I was an adventurer, I'd be responsible for myself. I could go wherever I please, whenever I please. So please, let me sign up. It ain't that simple, lass. I got a responsibility, those I sign up. If I let anyone that's clearly unprepared and out there and they end up or worse, I won't be able to live it down. And don't even get me started on the damage it costs the guild's reputation. So ye can forget about signing up till you're older, much older. But it has to be now, during the rising. Why do you have to be so responsible? It comes with age loss. Now, run along and get yourself home. That's a mischievous grin. Is all well? Oh, sorry you had to see that. The little cub's been on becoming an adventurer, but I had to say no. And send her on her way. Still, I don't help but wonder. She doesn't strike me as the sort to give up easily. True that. Wouldn't surprise me a whit if she tried to sneak out some way. Anyway, I hate to impose, but do you reckon you can keep an eye on Archa? I'd do it myself, but I can't up and leave the tavern. Oh, we're coordinated. Nice. The aim of the rising seems to be of the essence to the little one. Intrigued with what would you not agree? Let us ask her about it. I mean, Edet, now the nearest city exit, the Tempest Gate over by the Aft Castle. I'd suggest he begin by talking to Dorol, the sentry yonder. Like the wind, I run! The Yellow Jacket keeps a constant watch on every city gate. If Rachia has come through, they would surely see him. The lowlands of Lanosha awaits you on the other side of Tempest Gate. At Balderon's behest, you say. As it happens, the girl of that description did come through by a moment ago. She was at the heels of a Makote peddler. So at a glance, one might think them parent and child, but the way she kept stealing glances behind me made me suspicious. So I alerted my comrade Ayoyo outside and expect she'd stop the little one for questioning. If you're worried, you should seek her out. Our thanks for the information. We should find your comrade at once. We shall find your comrade at once. Tis well that the Yellow Jacket noticed her, she have gotten far. Dang it! It saw straight through my disguise! Well now, if it isn't the good minstrel and our kindly helper. Pleasure to see the two of ye again. What brings ye here today? So, Balderon sent ye after the little one. I was just about to ask her what she's up to. Rachia, was it, darling? Dearie? Even without others telling ye ought to know it's dangerous out here. Here? What is it that ye wants to do so badly ye risk your life for this? There's something that I must see. It doesn't matter if it's dangerous, I have to go. We understand that you have your reasons, Rachia. Even so, we cannot, in good conscience, allow you to wander the wilds alone. So here I will make a proposal. Rather than becoming an adventurer, why not employ the services of one? With a dependable adventurer at your side, you'll be able to reach your destination safely. This, I believe, is your best option. But I don't have any money, and what adventurer would want to help a child anyways? Please don't look at me. Please don't look at me. I do this for money. Why, our friend, of course. God damn you, Yoshi P. So long as I get paid. I am the warrior of light, friend to children, defender of the weak. Oh, you can count on me. That's not the intonation I want. You can count on me. I should be glad to provide suitable recompense in our Rachia stead. While a part of me hopes that this will lead to inspiration of a song, above all, I feel compelled to lead a helping hand. Will you really help me? Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad it worked out for ye. But a client, there's something he needs to bear in mind. That is, got to give the adventurer you trust. Be honest what exactly it is you need, and he'll be able to help ye all the better. The place I want to go to is a lighthouse here in Loyal Lanisha. It's named for one of the 12. I heard a rumor from a kid in my town, you see. He told me that the ghosts appear during the rising. They're supposedly lighthouse keepers who died in the calamity, and they spirit children away to realms of the dead, but that's got to be nonsense, and I want to prove it. Oh, the 2 lighthouses in the area. Ocean's Touch is the only one the citizens can still go to. Don't recall hearing nothing about ghosts, though. I can't help but be curious, so I'll come along. Having a yellow jacket with ye ought to make things easier, I reckon. There's outside of a skirmish anyways. Been a cannoneer, I am more at home blasting things from a distance. If we ran into an angry fiend on the road, they're all yees. I'm getting a bit Irish. That's a Popoto who's supposed to be. Oh, my optional dialogue. Decline. As I said, I never heard of the ghosts appearing in the lighthouse. Wonder why? Ratacha is interested in. If young Ratia is heading to Orchal's Touch, then someone should report as much to Balderan. What's your name, adventurer? Drac'to Yoga. I remember that. Thank you so much for helping me. I'll go to Orchal's Torch, not touch, torch. And we'll see if the rumors about the ghost is true. So you're ready to go, Drac'to? As soon as I like to accompany ye, as much as I like to accompany ye, someone's had to return to the Drawn Wedge to appraise Balderan of these developments. Besides to hear your account afterwards, which you learn and felt, will also bring unique inspiration. I wish you an enjoyable, insightful incursion. Sir, you set me up for this and you're leaving me behind with 2 small ladies. Damn it. Right. To begin with, how about we read Edward West to Madman's Bridge? It'd get Ratika a chance to see the sights. The path can be steep in places, so take care ye don't take a tumble now. I'll be fine, don't worry, let the adventure begin. Even. The light that ever burned. I fly. Here is the Madman's Bridge. If he had north, he'd get to the Red Rooster steed instead. But our destination takes us south. A vital route for trade is the bridge, but it prowls with bandits and fiends beyond. That's why it gives the name of warning to youngsters. Look, a river, and there's some sort of strange animal. We sometimes see children out here wade with their folks, but I take you've never been? Actually, I have. It was a long time ago, though, before my parents died in the calamity. It's all right. I like it at the orphanage. Everyone's really nice, and I have a lot of fun. That'd be Limeria's shores. I'll take it. It's an orphanage run by the former Sanguine Siren. In case you weren't aware, if I'm placed by all accounts, if that's where Rachiev's from, I have one Omicon Rad's contact her caretakers. Won't do to let him think she's missing. Alright then. Next we'll make for Orchian's embrace. Up this here will take it slow, so ye don't wear yourself down. Ah, Lalafels. No knees. That's a dude. Me fellow Yellow Jacket patrols this pot. Let's see worry. They know I ain't no some pleasure jaunt. Whoa, we're so high up. This is amazing. I felt the same way when I look out from here for the first time. The bridge was built here where a tidal wave surrendered the land during the calamity. It's a symbol of our people's determination to rise above tragedy. Miss Dorothea, that's the headmistress, says that Limitians worked hard because we hate to lose like what we do. What about you, Drac'to? Do you like being an adventurer? It depends on the work. Really? I guess it's not so simple. My parents liked what they did, I think. When the calamity struck, they didn't run away. They were noble souls, Miss Dorothea said. She promised to tell me everything one day, but I don't know how to feel when they're gone and if they're... I can't find the words. I want to be a good client though, so I'll think on it. Seems Ratia's got something she needs to get off her chest. In wanting to verify the rumors, mayhap she, but that's no use speculating. Come, let's press on. I see the lighthouse. There's Orchard's Touch. 102 lighthouses are here, which are named for gods. The lighthouse's keeper's a bloke named Rashinzen. Roshinzen? He can ask him about ghosts and anything else you like. Lighthouse keeper. So that's the reason why I want to know about the ghosts. My father and mother were lighthouse keepers, you see, but they disappeared during the calamity and were never found. When I heard the rumor, I thought that maybe, just maybe, they were the ones haunting the lighthouse. So that's why he wants to prove the rumors wrong. He couldn't stand people thinking his parents were doing terrible things. But a part of me wishes the rumors were true. Then I'd be able to talk to my parents again. And there's many things I'd like to ask them. Well, anyways, the truth is we'll find out soon. Let's keep going. I can understand the desire to see those you've forgone, to say word to them ye couldn't in life. It's a feeling everybody knows at some point. Whoa, the sea is freezing, frozen in a splash. Amazing! That area was hardened by the calamity. Oh, on top of the tidal wave splashing away, giant swamps o' land, the piece o' Dolomood came crashing down yonder. They say it caused aether to gush out from the land and crystallize all at once. At the time I was with Miss Dorothea, she was my mother's friend and she took me to a safe place. I was very little then. I didn't fully understand what was happening, but the calamity really was a frightening thing. I can't imagine how it was for father and mother. Fly, you fool! Rosenet's been here since Calamity. It's lonely work, and he's always glad to have guests. Even if aren't any ghosts, Yo, dude. Well, now, if it ain't guests, what brings ye to the torch? Ghosts during the ransom. For all my years as keeper, I've not seen nor heard about such things at any lighthouse I know. It's certainly the sort of place a child. It's certainly the sort of place a child might believe haunted, though. Not be as everyone mistook me as some laundry of spectre. So mother and father aren't ghosts after all? But I might say it's surprised to see the Ratoa's little girl here. Your parents showed me the ropes when I was starting out as keeper. They have changed, Limerian's ring yonder. They had charged, the Limerian's ring yonder. No, nowadays it's on a little isle, but there used to be a stretch of land connecting it. A dangerous stretch it was, rife with nasty beasties. We needed to hire adventurers and grizzled ones at that, just to deliver a surprise. If you knew my parents, please tell me about them. They left me in Lingsolominsa during the calamity and died in the tidal wave. Why did they go out there even though it was dangerous? What was going through their minds? I want to know. I was stationed elsewhere at the time, so I only read this in the report, but your folks did everything they could to protect Limeria's ring. They built a breakwater using anything and everything they had on hand, but in the end, there was no stopping such a monstrous wave. Countless souls went missing when it struck, and the Maelstrom mounted a search and rescue operation. I joined the efforts, but I'm afraid they were never found. Know, though, that ye folks don't die in vain. My manning their lighthouse to the very end. That day, they guided many vessels safe to shore and saved many lives. I see. They really were noble souls, like Miss Dorothea said. But if I could choose, I wish they were still here. This is just a thought. But how'd ye like to stay the night and hear some more, about ye folks? It'd only be a mundane, everyday thing, but I know I'd be glad to share it with ye. I like that. I like that very much. You're gonna have to pick her up afterwards, because I'm not gonna be around for that. That's too much work for me. Oh wait, am I staying too? God! I have things to do, people! I am the goddamn warrior of light. I have people to beat up. I have monsters to kill. Although a good night's sleep is not bad. Good morning, Drac'to. Although she is very adorable. I got up early to look at the lighthouse where my father and mother used to be. For the longest time I felt as though they had abandoned me. I wanted to see them one more time so I can ask them why they had to go and to tell them that I missed them. Are you disappointed there weren't any ghosts? Maybe a little. Still, I'm glad I could learn about my parents. It makes me realize that I want to become someone who helps others like them and like you. So thank you for bringing me here. Oh god, my neck. Oh. Well, it ends up being a long jaunt than expected, but I'm glad we did it. Thank you so much for coming with me, both of you. You were very welcome here. Dearie? You can always come to me if ye need something. Just no more trying to sneak out. Dear? Well, I'm glad to get back to the orphanage. Hopefully Miss Dorothea won't be too mad at me. You'd be waiting to report to the minstrel, I expect. In which case, a comrade old me tells me he's at the weighing anchor yard. I'll see to it that Chia gets home safely. Be sure to catch the special fireworks afterwards, eh? Well, I'll be seeing you, Drac'to. I can see that bunny girl's ass. Ah, welcome back, my friend. Was young Rachia able to find what she wants? She saw, even? Swing hands, gesticulate, hand motions. So, her true purpose was to see if the ghosts were her parents who were taken by the calamity. A tale is born where someone acts in the name of others. As there are so many tales out there, it is impossible for us to know who every single one. A tale may occasionally find its way to those who need it most, such as that of the lighthouse keepers, whose courage and sacrifice have come to guide their child years after their passing. Thank you, Drac'to, not only for granting Rachia's wish, but for providing me with inspiration as well. While we wait for the special fireworks to begin, might you tell me more of your excursion? Why am I watching the fireworks in broad daylight? Yes, it comes to me, a verse for all who strive onward, this day and of every day. When the blah blah blah. Oh god, my brain! God damn it, Mincher, every time you sing, you break my brain. Gave me the splitting headache and give me hallucinations. I'm just a simple bunny, a simple anime boy with a bunny man hat. Bunny boy hat. A bunny hoodie. Greetings, warrior of light. Why are you in a yellow jacket, Mr. Yoshi P? This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream, a flight of fancies conjured by your very weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again, as I have in the past. I have beckoned you here, and I'd express my gratitude. For long years, we have walked together with you on the grand adventure. It is an endless journey, one that shall continue tomorrow as sure as it does today. The most natural of things. Along the way, I have endeavored to keep my gaze firmly affixed onto the future. Of late, however, I have been keenly reminded that we must occasionally look back onto the path we walked, and we might remember the lessons learned. In the course of our adventure, it seems that I too have grown. To learn from successes and failures both, and forge ahead with humility and sincerity. This is what I have resolved to do at Journey's beginning, and I resolve to do so anew. Nothing will please us more than to continue having you as at our side on the road ahead. And I pray that upon this journey of life that we have the honor to share the light of the crystal shall ever shine. Now that time has come for the vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. This world shall yet endeavor, and so we continue to make our way. I pray that we should have occasion to meet again. So that day, I wish you the happiest of journeys, far you well, Fare you well, even. My brain! He's melting it because he is a terrible musician. He was a good musician. He was musician. He was a magician. Musician. 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 Combo breaker. And one more thing I gotta check real quick. Right. Most happening in our lives have no bearing at the fate of the world more often than not. They use unobserved and unremarked. But you, my friend, gather up such forgotten tales and see them delivered. In so doing, you bring joy, and as a token of my gratitude, I dedicate to you this song, a song of journeys fulfilling. When the blah blah blah. In gleaming gold the sun does rise, the boundless sky is cold. In silver pale the path of men, a white and endless pale. All. As so far away the light, I think the gliding light, that you do now. Yes, but flames of life, if their warmth impacts to comfort and inspire. Take heart, my friend, for here we stand, and so we shall remain. Our destination reach you shall, my memories refrain. I've no doubt that you, Chia, and Ayoyo shall give rise to a great many more tales. Go. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Why am I? Your tales in particular may be more varied than those of others. There may be time where you face great hardship and the weight is more than you can bear. In such time I bid you remember this. No matter how great your burdens, the tales that you have gathered shall ever be your strength. A beacon of light. Your way in the darkness. Your way in the darkness. Drac'to, who wears sunglasses at night? You're weird. You're a weirdo. You weird. Huzzahs! I'm going to go check something out real quickly. I'm go to a cult classic and see if I can do the last part of the quest, the Calamity Down. Once I do that, I won't feel as much pressure to not do it on stream because I want to get the relic weapon for part 2 of the relic shows up. So I'm gonna take the boat to another boat to another boat. We go to the arcane. Wait, so if I teleport from here to Turiliolo, it is cheaper because it's 300 from here to Charlie, and then 300 from Charlie to Turiliolo. It's 600 kill. So just having it as a favorite is going to make it faster. So I'm gonna see, and if I can't get the Calamity Bound, I'm going to go do other things. Oh, there's so much less people here. That is interesting. Still people gathered here. Well, it's been a while, so. See if there's any of the thing I want, and if not, then. Aw, son of. Oh. Can I get there? Can I get there? Can I get there? Can I get there? Time, I have a minute. Right there. Well, Did I get anything good? Oh. I am convinced the voice and contract will appear. The strongest conduit of access more for my knowledge. Keep an eye out for what we need once you follow your mark. Oh, dabbed with the blood of the island's architect itself. This will do nicely. I don't know what voice I gave him. It's been a while. Ah, yes. Oh. With the seal further diminished, I can reveal what I knew all along. The architect was fearful of something being stolen and thus employed boys sent to guard his monument. Wardens of his museum, eh? Perhaps the magic barrier surrounding the Isles was intended for the same defensive purpose, projecting mirages repelling all approaching, eh? For the ill-fated ships that did make landfall a swift end. What ye'd reckon our architect wants to protect so fiercely? The very wisdom of mankind in its crystallized form, forbidden knowledge so potent as to threaten the star itself. Sealed away in the forked tower, preserved but forever out of reach. You, one unoriginal little usurper, that was my explanation to begin with, to give. The peak of the fifth Astro Era civilization is preserved here on the Isles, but the city-state left a blighted legacy, sparking the War of the Magi and unleashing the disaster onto the world. I suppose the architect balked at the loss of all knowledge, but feared what will happen if passed into the wrong hands. A head full of facts and figures alone served the thinker no practical purpose. Only one appealed and directed its knowledge truly ascended. A spiteful barb directed at my poor self, no doubt. The woe of knowing why many things, yet recalling a few, of mastering the arcane arts, yet being incapable of a simple spell. Tell me, Drac'to, does the knowledge sealed away in the tower she spoke of pique your interest? In the right hands, this would prove a boon to mankind. I see. I'd reckon we'll find the architect himself inside the fourth tower. 'Tis a possibility, though there are in fact two towers on the Isle, the Tower of Blood and on the southern horn, and the northern counterpart, the Tower of Magic. Given that we're dealing with a mage capable of casting an island-wide ward, I dare say he'll be in the latter. You seem to know an awful lot of these towers. Did the part of ye knowledge not get unsealed too? Indeed, though in truth I've known of such matters all along. You are but staring at a glimpse of my near infinite wisdom. Excuse me. Any road? We've yet to find a road through the North Horn. The expeditional mount and preparation here at the base camp, but it's time to begin planning the next phase. Join me on the Phantom Village when indeed ready. So this is not how long I wanted to go, but damn. What? Are you sure? You have an update for our scouting party. I'm guessing you've noticed the strange auroras that light up the sky every now and then. Well, there's a tower to the west that only shows up during these conditions, and our scouts say they're found a way in. Ring any bell? The Tower of Blood, eh? Sounds to me like we've talking. But the very same structure. Any road where, when it is visible, and an ethereal node appears in the solitary pavilion on a Heathcliff. The scouts, a giant red dog. the scouts reckon it'll whisk you off to the tower if ye stand on it. None of them fancy trifling with it, so if ye curious about what lies inside this Tower of Blood, you'll have to investigate yourself. Right, that's all for me. When ye head back to the Phantom Village, make sure Captain Rum hears about all this. Head nod. Oh god, my back. The Fort Tower. Blood. I finally unlocked the Fort Tower. I'll probably do that tomorrow. Some other time. Right now, I am but a humble man. A humble means. I need to do more occult plat. That's all well and good, but we're already set on following the archive its hunch, focus on its counterpart on the North Horn. Besides, I'm reluctant to send a crew to investigate. That's no telling what's inside. Oh, my arm! That said, I won't get in ye way if ye mind trying to satisfy ye curiosity. Well, with the village and base camp secured, now at as good as time as any to regroup and plot our next move. Of course, the fact remains we're trapped on this rock for the foreseeable future. I, for one, won't consider this a success until the whole crew is back in Teridiolo, drinking their fill of Zakbialtiques. We're yet to uncover the architecture identity, and I'm still curious as to why we don't encounter any survivors. We're a ways to go on the mysterious solving front. In the meantime, I want you to travel back to Toriolo and give a progress report to the expedition messenger. I'll get word to you as soon as established route to the North Horn. Until then, take care of yourself, my friend. As I live and breathe, you made it back. But that's old Cotton and the rest of the crew. So they're stuck there. Heavens. The island sounds more perilous than Shade's Triangle. At least you've been able to establish a foothold. Anyhow, I imagine you'll want to rest up and recover your energy for what's to come. I shan't keep you any longer. Right. That is it for me for this part. I'll be back in... How long did I set that other one for? In like 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Alright. That's it for this. I'll probably play more of a Cult Classic when I have time, because I want to do more of it before patches later on Monday. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe. I'll be back in like an hour. Like 10 minutes. 15 minutes. We'll see. Thank you for watching. If you can, like and subscribe. Have a good morning, if they're at night, wherever, or then goodbye.